Can you imagine a ruler being a total psychopath, like one of those maniacs murdering people for joy, but with much more power? Large armies and great influence. They existed. And of course, no need to mention Hitler and the more recent ones. But let's go way back to the ancient times, and to the top 3 cruelest leaders in ancient history. Number 1. Vlad the Impaler. Born in 1431, and his reign started at the age of 17. As the Prince of Wallachia Empire, his cruel ways of dispensing with his enemies made him the most notorious in the 15th century of Europe. He was known as Vlad the Impaler, as impalement was his favorite method of execution. However, it wasn't his only way. He used many other types of torture: disemboweling, skinning, boiling, strangling, burning, and burying people alive. He would kill women and force their husbands to eat their flesh. His cruelty was outstanding. He had an insatiable need for blood. Some people speculate that he would drink the blood of his enemies. Actually, the fiction of Dracula was named after him. His father, Vlad the Dracul, had attained the surname Dracul, which means dragon, after joining the Order of the Dragon, which was a military order supported by the Holy Roman Emperor. Number 2. Ivan IV, also known as Ivan the Terrible. He was the first to be proclaimed Tsar of Russia in 1547. As a child, he enjoyed spending his time killing small animals, and as he grew up, his passion shifted to killing humans. He wasn't called Ivan the Terrible for no reason. He was really terrible. He burned alive at least 1,000 people, and he would enjoy the sight of people getting tortured or killed in front of him. His cruelty had no limits, even to his family. He didn't like his son's wife, and he tried to attack her while she was pregnant. His son tried to defend her, but Ivan, being angry and mad, stabbed his own son to death. Number 3. Attila the Hun. He was one of the most fearsome barbarian rulers of the Hunnic Empire. Born in what is now known as Hungary circa 406, he became the sole ruler of the Hunnic Empire after murdering his own brother in 445. Many historians consider him to be the most feared man in history. He was notorious for his fierce gaze and brutality. "There, where I have passed, the grass will never grow again," he said. Attila reflected his fearlessness and brutality into his own people from the day they were born. On the day of their birth, male babies were slashed with a sword on both their cheeks, as a means to make them endure pain. His army, inspired by his savagery, were as much brutal and ferocious as him. Attila the Hun and his bloodthirsty barbarians tortured, raped, and murdered all those who stood in their way. According to legend, they dipped their arrows in juice of boiled embryos, drank women's blood, and were descended from unclean spirits. Attila's ruthlessness knew no bounds. He slaughtered deserters and murdered his own brother. His savage Huns struck fear into the mighty Roman Empire with their brutality. They razed great cities to the ground and massacred whole populations in pursuit of gold. Christians believed he had been sent from hell to punish sinners. Attila became known as the Scourge of God. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.